Hello, hello, hello. Can I get an AV check, please? Specifically the sound. I'm already not liking how loud it is in here. Let me turn that fan off. That's better. All right. There we go. Let's get this party started. First in is Brian. Welcome in, sir. Hope you're doing well. Mark, welcome in, sir. Let's see here. Zenny is here. Thank you. Peplin, I'll tell you, I'm kind of feeling like it too. Plushy, welcome in. I'm trying to think who's. Do I know? I know the name Plushy, but who is Plushy? June's son, maybe? Might be a little confused. I don't know. Okay. And. Excuse me. Nephew. There we go. I knew there was some relation. Chris. There we go. I'm getting it. And Killer Kitty's here. Welcome in. I'll be lurking, going to get my hands wet, getting the pond ready. Nice. Very exciting. And I got a Discord notification that says I'm live. That's awesome. And I got a low Wi-Fi signal, of course. That's normal. Unfortunately, not exactly sure why, but whatever. So got a few things to chat about for a little bit. I'm home today. Used a sick day because I had a stomach bug. It started yesterday morning, I would say. Started getting upset. Worse throughout the evening. This morning, I think I'm on the upward trend now. If I have to excuse myself for a minute or so, my apologies. And then, so while home, I've just been relaxing and doing laundry. And started setting up the bride shrimp hatchery, which we'll talk about in a minute. Welcome in, Dennis. While relaxing, I'm looking at my emails and got a very sad email from the Mid-Atlantic Killie organization that Clay Crawford passed away. Clay was a leader of the Mid-Atlantic Killie organization, formerly the Keystone Killie Club. We merged with the Chesapeake. He was a vital part of that merger of the two clubs. He was a active member at my club, Aquarium Club of Lancaster County. Always at the meetings. He was an active member with the Bucks County Aquarium Society as well that I was a part of, or am a part of, I should say. Also, another club of mine that I'm a member of is the Maryland Club that Big Steve's a part of, and he was active there as well. And more importantly than all of that, he was also a huge mentor of mine. He helped me personally develop in the hobby, always giving me wonderful advice about all different types of fish, and specifically killifish. He was a huge killifish keeper. Gave me a lot of information. He actively participated at the Keystone Clash. I'm going to say he probably made all of them. I was not there, but I know he was at the Triple Crown. along with the AKA ALA convention that was just this past weekend. So he passed away this morning. He was also supposed to host the upcoming Killifish Club meeting. That is supposed to be 2 weeks, not this weekend, but next weekend. No, the 8th. He was supposed to host it because he just finished his fish room, and it was going to be our summer picnic. There's a bunch of emails going back and forth. It may still be at his house to clean out his fish room. His sisters, I think, brought that up, suggested that. So, yeah, tough times. The hobby's lost a lot of good people in the last just few months, unfortunately. So, tough. Very tough. Welcome in, Nathan. Yeah, Mark, he was a you would have loved chatting with him. You guys have a lot in common. I think I said hello, Dennis. Welcome in. And Linky's here. I don't think Linky was in Whip's stream. All right, what else do we got? So going back to the brine shrimp, I set it up finally after I hadn't set it up since I moved here, and I'm just not getting good airflow. I have one of those 4 discharge air pumps, all discharges combined going into one. And yes, true story, Alshon. All 4 discharges going into one, and I'm still not getting good flow. So there's got to be a clog of some type, or partial clog in the valve of that. And I've had this problem before, I think, with it. With this type, this model. And it's my fault because I let it sit dry and I think it gets all crusty. So the last time it happened, I screwed up the O-rings in it and it started leaking. And the manufacturer, who's I don't know if he's a member of Bucks County Club, but he's been there. The company is Aqua Vista, and I highly recommend it because even though I'm having problems with it literally right now, it's one of the best brine shrimp hatcheries I've ever used. And I think it's available on Amazon too. I hear voices outside. Hold on, let me look at my fancy Ring camera I got. I love these Ring cameras, by the way. Let's see, I can tap to go live. Oh, I can zoom. Sweet. Oh. It's my neighbors. I've never seen them before. Hold on. Oh. Another neighbor. Or at least a visitor. Hold on. Interesting. Okay. I'm back. Sorry. Let me close that. What's this? Okay. Sorry. I'm back. So yeah, it's an Aqua Vista brine shrimp hatchery. I highly recommend it. I love the thing. It's just my fault because I did not clean it properly and during the move. So it sat dry. I'm assuming that's the issue. I'm pretty confident. Last time this happened, Again, it was because I let it sit dry without cleaning it or flushing it out. I was trying to clean it with a toothpick and I screwed up the O-ring. I think I have a new one because the manufacturer sent me a new one for that one and I bought a second one. So I think I have the part to do it. It actually might be on that chair. Oh, excuse me. But I'm going to put the second one together, and I am getting bubbles through it. So I'm going to see what kind of hatch I get out of it. I also have the one that Geek Boy recommended. I'm not as big of a fan of that one, but now that I have a fish room, I'm going to try and get multiple brine shrimp hatcheries going and be better at feeding the fish using brine shrimp. I try to feed a diverse diet. So right now I'm feeding the dry food from Paul Pierre, that fish guy. Highly recommend, by the way. I feed that. I feed the co-op fry food. I feed the flightless fruit flies, grindle worms, white worms, every now and then some red wigglers, some black worms. But I would like to definitely get some more brine shrimp into there. And I really think that will help raise up fry, get them spawning as well. I think it's going to be a win-win. Yes, for sure, Holly, and thank you. How are the killifish eggs looking? I got to look closer today when I get down there. Once the lights go back on, probably in an hour and a half or two. I forget what time they come on. But I got more. That's a good sign. So right now, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different species of killifish eggs right now, which also is probably a record for me. I'm very excited about this. Not all of them are a lot of eggs. Some of them it's just like 2, literally. Others it's 10 or so. But I think if I were checking the mops a little more often and feeding a little more often, I'd be getting a lot more from those species as well. So today is, I'm hoping to get a lot more eggs tonight because I fed last night and I fed this morning. I'll check the mops when the lights come on and feed. And then before I go to bed, I'll do the same thing. And that will hopefully help out quite a bit. The 2 species of killies that I am not getting any eggs from right now are the blue gularis, which I really want eggs from, and the Sporenbergi. I've bred the Sporenbergi before, a few times actually, but I have not gotten eggs from them in a long time. I didn't have them for the longest time, and thanks to Mark, I did get some. So I'm hoping. A shout out to Mark at Powell Aquatics. Check him out on Get Gills. He, out of the 6 eggs that I have right now, I'm gonna say all but 1 or 2 are from him, the parents, and I just got them, so that says a lot. I would definitely recommend checking them out. Hopefully you guys didn't miss any of that. I just noticed my signal went crappy again. Welcome in, Diane. Went from ring door cam to ring stalker cam real quick. Yes. I like to know what's going on outside of my home. For sure. There's Kelly Foreman. Welcome in. Kelly, did you see the thumbnail? Isn't that a beautiful flower? Scotty the Stalker. Thank you. I just bought the co-op stuff for Brian. I think it's this. It'll be my first large hatchery. I was using the little black disc to hatch before, which works great, but I want to feed more too. I am crazy. Wow. So, Clay Crawford actually did a demonstration on the black disc hatchery when it first came out. So I got it. And I was not a big fan of it. Could have been operator error, but I'll try again. This one, I have heard a lot of good things about that. In a minute, we'll go on Amazon and check that out. Dave and Roy are checking on Clay's fish room, deciding on what to do. Awesome. Good to hear. I have no luck with blue glares. I bred them years ago. I wish I kept more of them at the time. I did not realize they would be so tough to get now. I have 2 pairs now that, again, this is a tough stream. So Clay organized a group buy, or not a group buy. Clay did a big purchase from someone in the Kelly family, and brought in about 10. Yeah, I think it was 10 pairs of blue glaris just at this last meeting, and put them into the auction. A little young to spawn. Okay, well, good. Maybe that's why. The black disc and the Zis, I greatly prefer the Zis. All right, let's check that out. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, good grief. Speaking of Amazon, we have 2 wish list registries on here. One is for the Keystone Clash. There are items of all different prices. And it's stuff for this year and for ongoing. If anyone's able to buy anything on it, we would greatly appreciate it. It does go towards medal level sponsorships. We have 229 items on there, and 0 have been purchased as of right now. And then I have one personally as well, for housewarming gifts, and 16 gifts have been purchased, 41 to go, and they're all different prices as well. And if you're able to help, I would appreciate that. I got to put a new vacuum on there because the one that I selected is out of stock. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the Zis. Oops, that's not where I want to search. Go back up. Okay. Must be a commonly searched one. Oh, excuse me. I should probably share my screen. That would probably help. One second. I'm asking the computer to do too many things. Okay, here we go. And let me see this message. Ah, you idiot. I was talking to myself, by the way. Sorry. And oh, gross. Okay. Sorry, peeps. I'm back. Let me read chat real quick. Um. Okay. Here we go. I 3D printed a piece that mounts on the wall so you can hang the Zis on it. I don't like the stand it comes with. We'll look at that in a second. You need a small desk lamp and a mini heater for the Zis. I actually, sitting right next to me on that chair, I hope you can hear me. My signal keeps dropping. I got a desk lamp for free from the part-time job. Somebody was giving them away. So that leads to a question. So earlier I'd asked on Discord, no, Facebook, somewhere, how strong of airflow do you need going through it? Right now with the clog, I have a steady but light flow. Doesn't need to be a strong one. The next thing is, what temperature does it need to maintain? Does temperature change just slow down the process or speed it up? Or does it affect the hatch rate? Third, how do you need light just for harvesting or on all the time? Hopefully a mod will drop that. If not, I can in a minute. Mark has never used a heater. Hecklefish, welcome in. I think that's Scott. And Fish for You is either Dylan or Tess. Welcome in. The first one. All right, I'm going to look at that in a second. Hecklefish says, I use dollar store vases for brine shrimp. They work great. Oh. A string bubble. And I use a strong bubble. Okay. And temperature is 78, no light until harvest. And the amount of salt is important. Yeah, I should probably pay attention to that too. I use a cheap mini air pump. You don't need much. I use light on all the time. Oh. It's best, I believe. It takes about 24 hours to hatch. Needs light. Just put it on a heated tank in the morning and you'll be fine. Put it in a heated tank. Oh, interesting. Okay. Am I cutting in and out, or can you guys hear me okay? It says I have no signal. I use a light as a heater by placing it on the lower side, pointed up, touching the side. That's a good idea. Okay. And I could do that easily. Dennis says it's okay. Great. Thank you. All right. Let's look at this Amazon list. So this is very similar. This first one up here is very similar to the one that I got that Geek Boy recommended. In fact, it may be. These may not. These are sponsored. They may not even be the Zis. This is the one that Clay demonstrated. This is the one that Geek recommended. Are any of these the actual Zis one, though? Here's the one that I have now. And I do recommend it. These aren't the ones I was picturing. Were the this ones, though? Interesting. None of these are the ones I thought it would be. This looks like a blender. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. If your bubbles are too strong with the top left hatchery, the eggs will collect at the top of the lid. Just leave about 1.5 to 2 inches space at the top. Temp of 78 gives me 24-hour hatch rate. So okay, warmer is faster. So if it's not warm, they'll still hatch. It just takes longer. Is that right? Alex with Fisher did a test with different salt levels. At least I think it was him. Added 2 tablespoons of table salt to the this. Pricey though. $2. It looks like a blender. Aquarium Co-op sells them. All right, Chris. So let's do. Maybe you can't get them on Amazon. Where's brand? Maybe there's. Where's brand? Did I pass it? Let's do a Google search. How about that? There it is. Yeah. eBay. Not on Amazon though. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So this one doesn't require any DIY. That's pretty cool. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that hurt. That was a powerful sneeze. Hmm. That's pretty cool. Um, if you happen to get one and want to hang it on the wall, I will send you a wall. Thank you, Mark, but it's cinder block wall down there, so I'm probably not going to hang it. I mean, maybe down the road, but it would take a lot of work. They have too short of a stand. Okay. Interesting. Um, the other thing that $45 it should make coffee too. Yeah, I agree. I think Sabu sells them too. I wonder what he charges. The other thing I want to talk about, I am going to be working on building that rack soon. I think I have the design in mind. I'm going to use, let me think here. 4 foot. I think they're 4 foot. Yeah. 4 4-foot beams of wood. So vertical pieces of wood, 2x4s. And 2 horizontal 6 foot. Am I saying this wrong? 6 foot beams. Yeah. And that will be the top, which will be able to hold 2 20 longs. On the bottom, I'm going to put 4 2 foot 2x4s for vertical attached to the 6 footer or 4 footers. There we go. And then I need to put, and then I'll put 2 6 footers as well. Yeah. So the top tanks will be 4 foot high, or the bottoms will be 4 foot high. The bottom ones will be 2 foot high. And the bulk of the weight will be on the cross pieces that are on the top pieces. So I want the horizontal pieces. I'm probably sounding very confusing. The horizontal pieces of wood will be on top of vertical pieces of wood, not supported by screws, is what I'm trying to say. At the higher level and the lower level. And then around the perimeter, I will have on either end 2 foot 2x4s to frame them together for stability at the top and the bottom. That probably sounded very confusing. My question though is, do I need to paint it? It's going to be in the basement, so I don't care about cosmetics. But is there any protection the paint gives that is needed if it's going to be in the basement? That's what I'm not sure of. Oh, excuse me. Need to know. Okay, good. And I really don't want to be honest with you. I might have paint, but it's probably old, so probably no good. I really don't want to either. I'm not big into painting by any means. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably start that sooner than later. I personally just use gladiator racks, but paint to me not worth it for 2x4 racks. Just be sure something under legs for wet rot. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah. If the wood starts to mold, then you know you have humidity that's too high in the room. That's true too. Yeah. So I guess paint would protect it from that. Um. Interesting. I think a gladiator rack is what I have in the other room. Which works fine. I got a lot of tanks on it, but I only have the one, and I want to set something up in the other room. Daniel Velez, welcome in. Just stopping in to hit the like. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Okay. That's cool. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Oh. Oh. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's the game plan for the rack. Talked about the hatchery, talked about the eggs. The tubs are doing good. I know the gold white clouds, they're very active. The regular ones, I'm not sure that they're in there. I said this before, and then I did see them. Now I don't see them again. Um, the third tub has blue shrimp. I could not find them this morning. The blue iris, which is the thumbnail, is doing very good. Kelly sent me a basket. I put it in the basket. It has a mixture of quarrying gravel, fluval stratum, and broken up terracotta clay pots, and some very very tiny clay pots, terracotta. I mean, they're probably the diameter is smaller than this water bottle. They're very tiny. I accidentally ordered them. I have no use for them, so I threw them in there. Um, it's sitting up straight, and it's doing very good. It has one flower and one or two bloom, or not blooms. It's got one bloom and two that are getting ready to. So that's doing pretty good. I do have a squirrel that is hanging out around them. Not very happy about that. I did find a dead bird in one this morning as well. Mm. Oh, come on, stupid phone. There we go. Let's see. Found the dead bird in one. And I'm waiting to see if the shrimp are in there and the white clouds are in the other one before. If they're not there, I'll add something else into them. But I don't want to, add fish to the blue shrimp one because they'll eat them. And if the white clouds are in the other tub, then they're perfectly fine. You should float something in a tub so if animals fall in, they can get out, like a little ramp. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I will do that. I like that idea. Okay. Oh, let's see. What's that? Oh, God. All of a sudden, I'm getting tired. It's what happens when I sit down. I didn't sleep good last night. Wasn't feeling good. Do I have anything else to talk about? That might be it. Might be time to end it. For those of you that didn't catch it on my Monday stream, we are looking for show class sponsors for the 52 different classes. For the Clash, they are $50 a piece. There's many that are still needed. In addition, we're looking for a few more show award sponsors. There are 100, and we need a lot more speaker sponsors, which are 100 as well. Also, if you haven't registered, please do. Don't forget to get your vendor spaces. And is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. So lots of sponsorship opportunities available. And yeah. Aren't you concerned about dragonfly larvae? Maybe. I haven't seen anything in there swimming around. There's been quite a few mosquitoes out there, but I have not seen any larvae swimming around in those tubs. All I see are the adult mosquitoes. So I put those tub dunk mosquito deterrents in there. I did that yesterday, I think. Why are there two of those? What the heck? Hmm. Hmm. All right, I'm out of stuff to talk about, and it's been 45 minutes. That's decent. So, thank you everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the stream. So, I don't think there's that many this evening. Hopefully, some people do some pop ups. All right, take care, everyone.